I want to welcome you to the 10th annual Spring Luncheon supporting RaiseUp Families. I'm Bill Baeza, formerly of Channel 2, retired now these past 2.5 years. I'm so thrilled to be joining you this afternoon as we celebrate this great day for RaiseUp Families. Now, wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, whether you're eating or getting ready to eat, I'd ask that you just pause for a moment so that we can have our invocation. Here's Reverend John Page with our invocation this morning.
If I could ask you all to please bow your heads in a moment of silence. Let us pray. O Holy One, we gather today with hearts full of gratitude. We thank you for the mission, ministry, and history of RaiseUp Families, for its dedicated staff, for its many donors and supporters, and most especially for the graduates whom we honor today. Life is not easy, but it is immeasurably easier when we are given the right guidance, support, and training to navigate the rocks and shoals of our lives. Bless, we pray, our meal and discussion today, that we can all leave here newly inspired to carry on your work, O God, so that our community can become a better reflection of your vision for us all. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
John, thank you very much. What an exciting day this is today. I understand that not all of our HandUp graduates were able to be here with us today because they had to work, which is a good thing, I guess, in a way. But those of you who are here, would you please stand and let us recognize you? Folks, let's give these amazing people a round of applause, all our HandUp graduates. I want to extend my sincerest congratulations to all that you all have accomplished. Today is about you. It's about celebrating your bravery and all the strides that you've made in your lives so that you can give your children everything that you've ever dreamed of having for them. Thank you so much for being the reason that we all came together here today. I'd also like to welcome everybody who supports RaiseUp Families, the volunteers who made today possible, RaiseUp Families Board of Directors, and of course the staff. Your presence here today shows how truly committed you are to ensuring that no family ever has to experience being homeless, and that every child has the opportunity for an uninterrupted education and a brighter future. Thank you all so much. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce the president of RaiseUp Families Board of Directors, my former neighbor on the very same street, Mindy Bradley. Mindy.
Thank you, Bill. I'd like to first acknowledge our graduating families. Take a moment to look around you. Every single person here is in your corner. We cannot begin to imagine what it took for you to get here today, and it is truly our honor to have played a small part in your success. Your dedication, perseverance, and determination to ensure that your family never experienced homelessness and that your kids remained in school is inspiring. I have served as a member of the Board of Directors for several years, and it was my privilege to assume the role of president of the RaiseUp Family Board last year. My first year in that role has been exciting, from a tornado striking the RaiseUp Families building in January and making us homeless, to record attendance at this luncheon today. But I can honestly say that I have loved every minute of serving this amazing organization. I want to extend a sincere thank you to our Mockery Group Sponsorship Committee, chaired by my fellow board member, Nicole Spohr. Your promotion and support of this event will ensure that this is our most successful luncheon in history and will enable us to expand our services and change even more lives in the years ahead. As a reminder, every dollar given in support of this luncheon is eligible for matching by the Mockery Foundation up to $150,000. What an incredible gift. Let's give this group a round of applause. I would also like to extend a thank you to our sponsors. Today would not be possible without each and every one of you. This event has been 100% underwritten, which means that every dollar you choose to share will go directly back into our life-changing programs and the community. Now that is something to celebrate. Next, I would ask that my fellow board members please rise. Thank you for your partnership and leadership over the last year. This year has been unlike any other, with many twists and turns, and you have navigated the winding road with grace and patience, always seeing the opportunity ahead. So thank you. I would also like to thank RaiseUp Family staff for their resiliency and determination to continue serving our community through some very unexpected circumstances. We are pleased to welcome Talisa Dixon to our team full-time as our Director of Social Services, Monica Lafargue as our bilingual case manager, and JT Graham as the newest case manager on our team. Yesterday was his first day. Coralie, Holly, and Angie, thank you for anchoring our organization this last year and for all you do for RaiseUp Families in our community. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Finally, a special thank you to the Rustic and your staff for helping us put on this event today, and to the Story Hive for making today so memorable. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Angie Burgess, our Executive Director. Angie was officially hired for the role of Executive Director in May of 2020. Yes, during a pandemic. Angie hit the ground running and managed to increase our funding while simultaneously extending our reach at a time when people needed RaiseUp Families more than ever. The board is grateful to have such an amazing leader, and I am grateful to call Angie a friend. Thank you, Angie.
The quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. I'll say it again, the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. This is my favorite quote from Vince Lombardi. Graduates, when you made the decision to pick up the phone and call RaiseUp Families, you made the decision to improve the quality of life for yourself and for your family. And whether you realize it or not, when you signed that client agreement, you committed to a new level of excellence. Now, at RaiseUp Families, we measure all kinds of things. And one of the things that we measure is your income at entry to the 9-month HandUp program and at graduation from HandUp. Last year's graduates experienced an average 40% income increase in the 9 months that they were with us. 40%. Man, I gotta tell you, in July of last year, I was feeling really good about the work that we're doing. And I don't know about you, but whenever I start to feel kind of prideful about something, God has a way of humbling me. And I started to wonder, what does a 40% income increase actually translate to in median household income? Anybody want to take a guess? No? Quiet crowd? $28,944 a year. Still below the poverty line for a family of 4 in Houston. Now, on a positive note, 75% of our aftercare clients said that life was better after being in HandUp, and that's awesome. But you know what? We can do better. I knew we needed to recommit to excellence in this endeavor. Now, there are all kinds of studies out there about how much someone needs to earn in order to reach what's called the happiness index. In other words, can money buy happiness? I asked my husband this the other day, do you think money can buy happiness? And he thought about it for a minute and he said, no, but I think it's a really good start. What the happiness index actually refers to is the level of income someone needs to earn in order to start experiencing emotional well-being and life satisfaction. And that number for most people comes in globally between $60,000 and $75,000 a year. Now last year, I got up on this stage and I told all of you about our audacious plan to double the number of families served by June 30th of 2022. But what we realized is that in order to have a truly transformative impact in our clients' lives, we needed to first address this question: how do we get people to 67,000, 60,000, 70,000 and beyond before we double program? We owed it to the graduates that are here today. And frankly, with the rising cost of goods, gasoline, y'all rents are up 40% just in the last 6 months in Houston. We owe it to the next family coming through our door. So we spent the second half of 2021 and the first quarter of this year rebuilding, both literally, as you know, and figuratively. We have a brand new case management team that is just laser focused on breaking down the barriers that have held our clients back and giving them a foundation that they can build upon to reach that happiness index within 3 years of entering our program. In fact, some of the graduates sitting among you here today are already butting up against that happiness index just a few short months after graduating from HandUp. Our case managers started asking the question, what if I could show you how? Can you rise to the challenge? Now, my primary job function is not standing up and talking to you all day long, though I'd love to do that. My primary job function is fundraising. And my favorite question in fundraising is, what if I could show you how? Lynn Schreiber, you wish there were a way to take your pre-tax retirement savings, convert it to after-tax retirement savings, never pay a dime in taxes, and benefit the charities of your choice? Well, guess what? There is. And what if I could show you how? What if I could show you how it translates to everything we do with our clients day in and day out? We started forging relationships with area nonprofits that can train up our clients and allow them to secure higher paying jobs. We started having conversations with our clients one-on-one. Y'all, we started a book club, for real, teaching clients how to advocate for themselves, how to add value to the workplace, how and when to ask for a raise. We realized that somewhere between 20 and 25% of clients coming through our door have the drive, the ambition, and the ability to own their own businesses. They just didn't know how. So one of the area nonprofits we're partnering with is New Spring. We have 4 clients currently enrolled in their Business Edge program where they are learning how to start, build, and scale a business. These graduates, this program is 12 months long. They're going to finish in 10 months. They will be the first aftercare clients of RaiseUp Families to be eligible to apply for a small business grant upon completion of this program. Now, I love entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship removes educational barriers and can be the fastest path to securing higher income. According to an article in Inc.com, people in low-income areas that are self-employed and incorporated have the highest average income in their communities, coming in at $67,000 a year. That's getting pretty darn close to that happiness index. What if I could show you how? Graduates, as we have worked to strive for excellence in this endeavor, you have risen to the occasion. This class, this graduating class in 2022, you have increased our median household income at graduation by 31%. And many of you are participating in some of our continuation programs, including dollar-a-day savings. Now, dollar-a-day savings is for our HandUp graduates to help them form good savings habits. When they save between $30 and $100 a month consistently for 6 months and can prove through bank statements that they haven't taken any of that money out of savings, we will match it dollar for dollar up to $600. And when they do that successfully once, they can come back and do it successfully again for a second time for a total matching opportunity from RaiseUp Families of $1,200. Now what you're looking at is families with money in savings. families with a path to securing higher income jobs. You're looking at lives that are not full of obstacles, but that are full of opportunities. Thank you to each and every one of you for sticking by us this year, for continuing to invest in us through a 50% staff turnover, a tornado, a brand new location, now on just south of Spring Branch. We're on the corner of Westheimer and Gessner. Take out your calendars. May 25th, we are having an open house from 2 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. You are all invited. Visit our website for details, social media, email. You'll probably get a mailed invitation, and we might send carrier pigeons. I don't know. You know, there are 27,000 nonprofits in Houston. Do you all know that? 27,000 nonprofits. And when I stop to think about how I want to share my time, my talent, and my treasure, and I think about where I can have the most impact, I gotta tell you, it's overwhelming. I turn on the news or I open a newspaper and I literally feel like I'm one person. I do not know how to fight poverty. I do not know how to create affordable housing. I don't know what to do about wage disparity in the US. But then I come to work every day and I see the transformation in China, in Maria, in Kenesha, and Jasmine, and all of our clients. And I realize that my investment, that your investment, that our investment, we're not fighting poverty, we're creating prosperity. Thank you for being our partner in building stronger families and brighter futures. Can I please have my graduate ambassadors make your way to your graduates in the audience? And please, our graduates, we're gonna have you rise and come to the stage for our official graduation ceremony. As folks are making their way to the stage, let's look back on our 2021 HandUp Graduates.
Hey there, folks. This is Pat Green, and I am here to welcome you to the rustic Post Oak, which is, I hear, a really nice place. But anyway, I know that y'all are celebrating all the program graduates for RaiseUp Families. I'm so proud of you guys. The future is right in front of you. What is it? I don't know the lines. It's something like, if you take life seriously, life will take you seriously back. I hope y'all doing great. I hope you have a wonderful time today. And, well, let's get this party started.
I got out of debt. I have a vehicle now. I've moved to a really, really nice place. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate everything y'all have done for me.
That came to me back in October. They've been helping me with my family, being a better father, being able to manage a little bit more financially. I would just like to thank the organization for everything they've done for us, for me and my family.
It's overwhelming with joy and how much I've been able to be helped.
The parenting groups, the counseling, everything has been 100% wonderful. All in all, I have to thank RaiseUp Families and Denise for working with me. I really appreciate all of their help.
The most helpful program within the RaiseUp Families was the monthly peer groups. Just hearing other stories and being able to voice our own stories really helped to get through day-to-day life.
Learning how to create a budget was definitely one of the things that RaiseUp Family helped me with.
Hello, RaiseUp Families. When I started, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent, how I was going to feed my kids, so I'm definitely in a way better spot. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything you guys have done for us.
All of you, each and every one of you, you all are angels. We are forever grateful. And may you continue doing your angelic work. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, RaiseUp Family.
the rental assistance part of the program, I think it helped us the most because it allowed us to stay here in our home while me and my husband were both recovering from COVID. And I think the second best thing of the program was the budget part, which allow us to gain tools on how to manage our money properly.
That was great. I want to now introduce you to this year's graduates. I ask that you hold your applause, even though you're going to want to affirm them as you hear their introductions. Hold your applause, please, until the very end. William and Jennifer Cabello. They increased their savings in this program and were able to buy a car outright in cash. Isela and Jose Catalan gained new knowledge in managing their finances. Mireya de la Cerda saved more than $1,000, and her two daughters went to college last fall. Christopher and Nancy Flores are actively participating in the $1-a-day savings program that Angie mentioned. They have nearly saved enough money for a down payment on a house. Andre Fuller found a support system at RaiseUp Families that he never had with his own family. LaToya Glover learned that it's not how much you earn on your job, but how much you spend that primarily determines your financial stability. Daisy Guzman learned the value of saving and became disciplined at setting money aside each payday. Maria Jaramillo increased her fitness level to help clear her mind, and she is currently studying for her GED. Wow. Maria Lucero saved enough money while she was in this program to hire an IRS attorney and become a U.S. citizen. Alicia McAdams bettered her relationship with her children by participating in the Build Confident Families course. Timothy and Olivia Miles are active members in aftercare, participating in the Getting Ahead program, and they learned critical budgeting skills. Deandra Minnick got caught up on all her bills, put some money into savings, and then enrolled in college upon completion of the HandUp program. Vanessa Muniz is actively enrolled in aftercare and is also participating in the $1-a-day savings matching program. Jasmine Nichols joined the first ever RaiseUp Families Book Club, secured a new job, and is currently participating in Business Edge through NewSpring, focusing on growing her own business. Tui Pham made significant progress in drawing healthy financial boundaries with his children. Shina Sawyers was an all-star in book club. She credits those 5 weeks with giving her increased self-confidence and personal advocacy skills. She is now the general manager of a major fitness franchise. Catherine Shadrick paid off all her collection bills and got a fresh start with healthier habits. Chloe Skoke is another book club graduate who gained skills to help her secure new employment with better pay. Cynthia Tovar learned to manage a budget, and she learned that sometimes spending more quality time with your children far outweighs working additional hours. Isla Valle is just a go-getter who is now in aftercare, saving money and taking full advantage of the $1-a-day savings matching program. Last, certainly not least, is Miss Kunisha Vessel. We're going to hear more of her story and her accomplishments in just a moment. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give our 2022 HandUp Graduates a great big round of applause.
I was behind my mortgage. I didn't want to go into foreclosure. It was to the point to where I sent out a mass text to people I knew on my phone. And it was basically, hey, got into some trouble, don't have a vehicle, and now I'm behind on my mortgage. Every penny went on this house. I'd only been in the home maybe about 2 years, so I really was just pulling myself up by my bootstraps.
She had just fallen behind. I think like so many people,
It's hard when you're living paycheck to paycheck. One major expense, one sickness, one car repair can set you just irreparably behind. And I remember meeting with her, and it was just this feeling of weight that was on her shoulders.
I found out about RaiseUp Families through a coworker at the VA. I contacted them that day, was able to speak with the counselor. They helped me that day.
When clients first enter into RaiseUp Families, they're usually very anxious and afraid to share information. I always let them know you're in a safe space, there's no judgment here. We just want to figure out what's happening so that we can create the best plan to help you move forward.
What is unique about RaiseUp Families is that it addresses a very systemic issue that government simply can't solve, and legitimately fixes a problem and helps families pull themselves up out of poverty and have opportunities both for themselves and for their children.
When Kanisha first entered into our program, she was struggling financially and struggling with self-sufficiency. So everything was right up on top of her, and she was drowning.
I contacted my youth pastor, Pastor Tiffany, at the church, told her what was going on.
I consider Kanisha a very ambitious person. She is just always willing to be a light and just be a guide for her children, showing that example, if life knocks you down, that you can always get back up.
Kanisha and I started meeting weekly for counseling sessions.
Hey, how are you?
Our HandUp program is the program that Kanisha is currently enrolled in, and that program deals with rental assistance as well as mental health, mindfulness classes, such as peer groups and our Building Confident Families groups. She is currently a part of our EDGE program, which is our entrepreneurship program that teaches her how to be her own boss.
About 20 to 25% of clients who come to us are interested in starting their own business. Entrepreneurship really does give an opportunity to break that generational cycle of poverty and to utilize the skills, passions, and abilities that we inherently have to create wealth for ourselves and for our children.
I started cooking for parties at TSU and in the dorm rooms and for the football players, and so I made extra money that way. I noticed, okay, this is what I want to do in life. I want to cook. I'm proud of my catering business, which is Cajun Drill. Boudins, pecan candies, red sauces, crawfish, all that good stuff. That's what we do.
My mom having her own business, it's kind of cool because I like to help her. It makes us bond together more. I like to cook with her.
The goal is to be self-sufficient after you leave the program. So I'm very proud of her because I actually see her doing the work.
RaiseUp Families have really given me the tools that I need to move forward. The education has really brought me a long way, and I think that it will take me through the rest of my life versus being in circles again.
My mom is a good role model for me.
RaiseUp Families, they does exactly what their business name says. They raise up families, empower families, and give the tools a family will need to thrive on an up and down beat of life. I came to RaiseUp Families due to a financial setback in life. I fell short and needed help. I thought I just needed help to cover a bill or two, but after being a part of RaiseUp Families, I see that I needed more than just help. I needed guidance, a new structure, counseling, therapy, peer classes, business classes, and a new raise up in life. RaiseUp Families have separated themselves from the rest of the nonprofit organizations. They're nothing like a regular helpful organization. They're a super duper organization. Before becoming a client of RaiseUp Families, I knew the tools I needed and I knew what I needed to do, but I had no structure. Life hit me and I was thrown off course and shaken so bad, I was just living and making sure the basics was done while trying to work a full-time job, be a full-time mother of 2 humans and 2 dogs, and run my own catering business, Cajun Drill. And if you're interested, stop me after this event and I'll be happy to give you a business card. Before coming to RaiseUp Families, I lost my mother. My kids were torn, and I was not in a state of mind to get it together on my own. I needed help like no other. I was in a major car accident on March 10, 2021 with my daughter. My daughter Ariel had to be cut out of the car and taken by EMS to the hospital, where she stayed for about 2 weeks due to breaking all her ribs on the right side, a hole in her heart, and a cut on her liver. I thought I killed my daughter. I was angry at myself. I was upset because I felt I was a mess up, but the truth is I was just messed up, not a mess up. Before coming to RaiseUp Families, I thought I was good, but after being a client of 9 months and taking business classes with the program, I became whole again. I was given the tools I needed to succeed in life. What was I given? Help, assurance, guidance, therapy, budget counseling, accountability by the organization and peer group classes. I was later given business classes that took my life to the next level. The best part of being part of RaiseUp Families was my therapy sessions with Miss Talisa. Miss Talisa was God sent to me and to RaiseUp Families. Talisa challenged me to be better. I was given the space, time, and energy I needed when in therapy sessions with her. I set goals and time limits with her. I was holding myself accountable, and she was too. I got the chance to go to the Christmas party for the clients with my children, Ariel, age 12, and Javian, age 18. My family got the chance to see what this program was all about, spoke with and met the great staff who truly love what they do. For example, Angie, she gave off the energy of, I want to help, I will help, and you will get better. Holly assisted with peer groups and the business classes I have taken and is very supportive. Coralie is an amazing photographer, and she took a picture of me coming in the program and did a photo shoot with my family. I conducted my exit interview with her, enjoyed our conversation, and saw how much she enjoys what she does. Miss Talisa was the icing on the cake. I was challenged, tasked, and therapeutically taken care of. Before RaiseUp Families, I could not have written this speech with the words and dynamics like I am doing now. And without the help of Miss Christie, I don't know if I could have gotten up in front of all y'all, so thank you, Christie. Within the last 9 months, I have grown mentally and physically. I have joined the gym and lost 55 pounds so far, and still going. I have grown my catering business as well as a vendor market event business I assist with. I am a better person, mother, daughter, and sister. I strive to give my kids all the tools that I have been given. I teach and preach to others as well. I have a better understanding of myself, and I know where I'm going in life now. I was lost, but now I'm found. I joined my church, St. John's, when I was 13 years old. I tell everyone now, St. John's and RaiseUp Families have saved my life. I will be a donor sitting where you're sitting soon, and I will be a major corporation business owner. I hold myself to these 2 statements, and I want you to as well. That way, when you see me, and you know I'm not playing. I want it all so I can give it all to those who need it. Thank you, RaiseUp Families, for all that you do. Don't change anything about your program unless you're adding more greatness. Like we say at church, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you, and may God bless you to keep giving and giving. Amen. Thank you.
I'd like to ask that you give one final round of applause to our 2022 HandUp Graduates, an extra round of applause for Kanisha. For RaiseUp Families, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and for all that you're doing to raise up families in Houston. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks so much.